strong. Yes, we're made of steel. We talking sports right now. You better know that it's real. We on your airwaves all. We talking every level. Yeah, that's right. Put them on the chopping block. Grading them out from A to Z. See which one is hotter now. Wanna chime in? Hey, pick up your phone and call me. Hope, look, Clint, go, Wawa, Auburn, Gas City, Westbrook, Cruiser, Christian, Southside, Rammer, Jammer, Yellow Hammer, give them hell, Alabama. Friday night lights, it ain't nothing like Saturday hype. We love it right. You wanna hear the best sports to now? Compile Sports Talk, the best all around. Compile Sports Radio, I hope you ready. Compile, yeah, it's about to go down. Compile, K-A-P-O-W, Sports Radio, and yeah, we all the way live. Compile Sports Radio, I hope you ready. Compile, yeah, it's about to go down. Compile, K-A-P-O-W, Sports Radio, and yeah, we all the way live.
Terry White.
Yeah.
What's up, Bubba?
You know, just reliving the memories of that intro.
Oh, man. You ever have those days you're just tired?
Man, let me just tell you.
What you got?
And we spoke this morning.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Jeff, I'm still angry.
You're right.
Angry, man. You know what I even got more angry about?
Why?
When I told my wife, and she said, "What's that?"
She didn't know what Orange Julius is.
She didn't know what Orange Julius was.
Huh?
Bro. So look, man. So I don't, man, really 2-3 times a year, I remember my dream, right?
Right.
This morning, man, I was in it. I'm sitting at the mall, at the food court, circa 1987, 88, right? That's where I'm at.
Okay.
And I'm looking around. You know how I do. Hey, feeling good.
Sure.
I do this right here. I'm about to drink me it's Orange Julius. I'm about to, and I woke up right there. I cannot tell you the anger come upon me, Jeff.
You were so mad, weren't you?
Man, I was mad. I'm still mad. I mean, the coffee's good and all, but it's not Orange Julius. It's not my childhood.
How does your wife not know what Orange Julius is?
She's deprived, right? And she's very picky about what she eats and drinks.
Did she go to the mall when she was a teenager?
She did. Yeah, she did.
Is that where y'all met up? Is that where y'all hung out?
What?
Did y'all hang out at the mall?
I didn't know her then. I was practicing my craft back in those days.
That's the only reason you got Kelly. You were at the mall practicing your craft.
I was practicing my craft, dog. That's what was up. That's what was up. You know what this is? Alabama Auburn show.
I do know what it is. Oh my gosh.
So thankful for all those sponsors at the bottom of the scroll. It's not too late for you to get in. You can be a sponsor.
Talk about that, man. Talk about our sponsors and what that is.
It's very simple. You know, it's a small monthly contribution, and you get way more than you pay for. We throw you in all these different shows because this is our way of showing love, man. And we appreciate every one of you. The Etowah County Tip Line Sheriff Jonathan Horton, he's been riding this train with us the whole time, man.
Yeah.
Joey Jones Construction. Come on, man. That's a good, godly dude. We appreciate everything he does. Our official law firm, Shelnut Varner, attorneys at law. You need bailed out? Don't call them, but after you get out, call them. They'll hook you up.
You better call them help, husband.
The Gadsden Mall. Woo. River Rocks Landing Resort and Venue, Jeff, is fantastic. But Peak Neek at River Rocks Landing, that pimento cheese is on point. Just the right amount of spice. What do you think about Rick's Drugs, Jeff?
I love Scott Honey as a family. I know
you get your penicillin over there. Etowah Used Cars. How about Joey Statham for mayor November the 2nd? I think he takes over. State Representative Mac Butler. Hey, huge event. Tommy Tuberville will be coming to town. Mac Butler and people are hosting that. It's going to be fun. Tommy Tuberville is going to be on with us. Fully loaded. What can I say about them? Long and Associates. Been my boy, Twin City. A lot of cars going down there. Go check them out.
I need a commercial to be twin. That's what I need.
City. We got it.
You know what we call that at the corner of Forest Avenue and Megan Boulevard?
Down payment needed.
That's right. So there's a lot of stuff going on, man. You guys have a huge game coming up this week. We just came off, speaking of Auburn and Alabama, we just came off of a decisive win. At times in the first quarter, I thought, man, we're this is reminiscent of last year, man. We could be in for some trouble. So let's do this. Let's jump into the Alabama game real quick, and I want to get your thoughts on maybe just to break down some keys of this game, what you saw, what you didn't see, what you liked, what you didn't like. Alabama hung up 30, so that was good. They improved to 4-1 overall, 2-0 in the SEC. You said Vanderbilt coming into this game was a different Vanderbilt team.
It is. They were. How nervous were the Alabama fans at halftime? Oh, no, not again. Oh, no, not again.
That's true, man.
Vanderbilt is much improved. Vandy can beat any given team on any given Saturday.
Right.
For sure. That, we talk culture and whatnot. And I was going to reach out to the head coach at Vandy. I'm going to give it a couple weeks. He's an emotional dude, right? So, Clark, I'll text you before I call you.
You're going to let it die down.
And Justin Harris, I'm gonna let y'all be. But I'm very proud of them.
Sure.
They've really changed the culture. They changed the attitude of a program, and now it's a place to be, man. And 30-14, big win. It happened, and Simpson had his second best passing performance of the season.
Yeah,
I mean, he went off at
30. Yeah,
he went off at Wisconsin for almost 400 yards, not quite 400. He threw almost 350, if I remember that right.
340 yards. Yeah, you're right.
Jam Miller, man, he almost hit the 140 mark. It's his best game so far. And Williams almost got 100 yards passing, but he did not. But he's catching the ball, so roll tide for that.
There you go. He got him a couple touchdowns, or got him a touchdown. Jermaine Bernard got him one. Jam Miller, I'm liking the
it's Germany, right? Is it Germany?
It's Germany, I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But the thing about the Ty Simpson performance, 23 of 30, I think is what he was, 340 yards passing, a couple touchdowns. Mm-hmm. They talked about him not throwing an interception the entire pregame leading up, and said it right before the snap. If you go back and watch the replay, and he threw his first interception, but I'm glad that he did. I'm going to be honest.
Out of the way.
You got to get it out of the way, because you're playing SEC football. You're going to throw interceptions. But I'm specifically impressed by the defensive performance. Alabama holding Vandy to 14 points. That's huge, because Vandy has they've been putting up a lot of points, been doing the darn thing, as Jerry White says. So
Pavia is the dude.
Yeah,
for real. Yeah,
he's really wiry, but he's a little mouthy, and
mouthy.
I'm here for it.
He's Jeff Underwood without the title. That's what Jerry, that dude is. He's talking that
the whole time, man. And then after the game, I think there was a point where they were about to all throw down there for a few minutes with that brother. I mean, it was a little tough.
But then the people from Vanderbilt realized, hey, wait, we're Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
we ain't ready. We ain't trying to throw no hands. We live in a high loft up in Nashville.
Yeah, we ain't trying to go down to T-Town.
Let me back it on up.
Yeah,
but I love the rivalry. I love that they expected to win that game, being Vanderbilt. So very excited for that program, where they're headed, and good on them, man. Good on them. And Bama did what you need to do, man. Ty Simpson's throwing the football, and he's throwing it to his own team.
Yeah,
that's very important.
That's
his percentage. He's over 70%. 72 is like an amazing mark. That's what you strive for.
That's crazy.
And I think he's very close to that.
That's crazy.
Hey, Todd O'Brien's watching. Jeff Todd O'Brien, Todd O'Brien,
coach. What about Alabama forcing key turnovers, though? I mean, they made critical stops in the second half, which is kind of been a struggle to be honest, is letting things get kind of out of hand and get a little too close. And then they got a fumble recovery there in the red zone in the fourth quarter. And then they, got the interception that deterred that momentum from them. So I'm excited, man. I think that Alabama is. You said it before the season started that you were impressed with the talent of Alabama. Talk about that real quick.
Well, the roster doesn't change, right? A good
Right.
roster is a good roster. And if you're breaking down player for player based on recruiting, going over to the PPF and looking at all those stats, then you see Bama's can match up with anybody in the country. They still got that fire. The people in Tuscaloosa, being the coaches and players, still expect to win.
Sure.
Saban's still down there a lot, but DeBoer don't need Saban, right? He does not. DeBoer is a fantastic coach on his own.
Sure.
And when you look at – can we go back? I keep going back to Todd Simpson because that was the linchpin of the season I felt going into it. How he goes, can he distribute the football? Because you got talent. And again, Jam Miller is back now, so that's going to help a lot. And that's nothing against Kevin. Is it Riley? That's your second
that's
running
right.
back, I believe. But Ty Simpson's numbers, he's right at 1,500 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's a 8.2% touchdown rate. 8.2% every time he throws the ball, it's a touchdown. That doesn't throw it a whole lot, but still, he's over 70% for the season. I will say that Germany Bernard is 100%. He's 1 for 1. That's all I'm saying. Put him in, coach.
Put him in, coach.
Put him in 100%. But for Bama to be successful, it's always going to be about the Bama running game.
Right.
I think any of the real football pundits on here, it doesn't change at any level. If you can run the football, you can win. And who is what's the young kid's name I really like? Deer. Is it AK Deer? Something, its initials Deer. And I apologize. I really wasn't prepped to talk about Alabama football at all today.
I just like that you do, that you're willing.
That dude is he's going to be special. But when you get the 1-2 punch, Riley Miller, it's pretty special. They're both over 4 yards a carry. But you got to start getting some rushing touchdowns. Ty Simpson was leading your team in 2 rushing touchdowns before Miller's back. I think Miller only has 1. But trust me, he's going to get his. It's going to be – they're going to be okay. Are you surprised that Germany Bernard has had the season he's had?
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't think you are either. Honestly.
I am a little bit. I didn't think he would be the leading receiver. I thought it would certainly be Ryan Williams all the way around. And he's caught more balls. He's got more yards. His average is very, very close to Ryan, which is good. And he leads the team in 5 touchdowns.
This guy, so he's special, man. And
I knew he was good.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was that good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they're getting to spreading the ball around. Ty Simpson's not stingy with it. He's going to get it to the guy that's open. And I love the check down game this guy has. He's smart.
Speaking of smart,
yeah,
Danny Starnes just said good morning.
That's a smart brother.
He is.
That is a smart brother. Talk about real quick, the importance of a quarterback. You talked about game manager. I think Danny mentioned that last week, that Ty was a great game manager. But go a step further. Talk about the importance of a quarterback being able to see reads, understand different matchups, and being able to run that offense. How important is it for somebody like Ty Simpson? He's a sophomore, right? Is that what he is, or junior?
Maybe a junior or redshirt sophomore. Maybe I can't remember.
Okay.
Let me and Todd, I want you to weigh in on this, Coach Todd O'Brien, all the way down to Navarre Beach. Hope it's beautiful down there. I hope it's beautiful, except I hope it's raining at your house. Everyone else is dry.
I don't. I hope it's not.
But just on Todd, I want to be sunny from his doors.
Oh.
So let me, Jeff, if I can take a liberty here.
Sure. Take it. What? I can tell you no. Is it going to stop you?
No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
Let me talk NFL for a second. Let me talk, and I'm going to work this into the question you asked. Very specific reason, though. Obviously, I'm a big 49er fan and big Buffalo Bill fan. And Josh Allen is a dude, right? There's no question he is a dude.
Sure.
But when Stephon Diggs, who was his receiver for 4 years, some receivers you have to feel like you have to force the football to. And the Bills were very successful, didn't make a Super Bowl, but they had a nice run with Stephon. But Josh Allen felt like he had to get Stephon Diggs X amount of games. Obviously, this past weekend, New England came in with Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs had had the best game of his season so far. Bills lost, played horrible like trash. But the point is, once he left last year, there's no number one receiver on the Buffalo Bills offense. So Josh Allen was able to just work the offense, and they adapted the mentality of everyone eats. There's no true number one receiver. Josh Allen does the if you're open, he's going to throw you the football. That's the way it should be. But we all know there's certain egos and you expect certain people to get a certain amount of touches.
Sure.
And he said that now that I didn't feel like I had to force the ball into a certain player, it opened up the offense. They were, one game away from going to the Super Bowl last year. And Josh Allen won the MVP award last year. Didn't have a great receiver. He had several good receivers, but no great standout. Same thing with Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson has 5 receivers, I think, that has over 13 catches each. He's spraying the ball. He's not locked in. Yes, you got Ryan Williams, who if I'm Ty Simpson, I look at that dude every play, regardless if he's covered or not, right?
Sure.
And that now Germany Bernard. So when you're able to sit down and focus and just work the offense, you take ego out of it. I don't have to throw this many passes to this guy, this guy, this guy. I'm just worrying about the offense. I'm taking my progressions. I'm taking my check downs. If I need to dump it down to the back, I'm going to dump it down to the back. That's what makes him very good. He's not putting pressure to force the ball to Ryan Williams, who I still think is a top 5 wide receiver in the country.
Sure.
That's how I think Alabama's being successful with Ty Simpson. He's not forcing the ball. Once you start forcing things, you put the ball in jeopardy.
Right.
With one interception this year, he's not putting the ball in jeopardy, man. He's working the offense. Ryan Grubb is doing a great job developing him. Yeah. And I think you see the difference when Ryan Grubb's the OC and quarterback coach working with him rather than he was last year. It's about confidence. It's about feeling good in the offense. And because you got so many playmakers, okay, I'm going to dump it to Bernard. Look what he does. Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton. It goes on and on. You got Josh. God, I can't remember. It's a C name. I can't remember what it is. Something like that. You got Kevin Riley you can dump into. You got all these people who are on scholarship just like you, getting paid NIL money just like you, very, very talented. Let them earn their check.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my thought. It's a long way to get to where you want.
No, but I love that. And I love that take on that because you're using one of the best quarterbacks in the game right now. And do you compare Ty Simpson to your dude Josh Allen a little bit
not.
in smartness? No. I'm talking about in smartness.
Well, I hate that for the fact of and everyone wants to be.
You said absolutely not.
Absolutely not. He's not that guy. There's some things I think that very comparable to what Josh is doing starting last year and what he's doing as far as getting the ball out of your hands quickly, and being confident in what you're doing.
Right.
Josh Allen, the last 3 years, Josh Allen's focus has been, I want to work on the mental side of the game. I want to I can run the football, I can throw it, I make plays that other people can't make, right? But I want to get smarter, and that's what Ty Simpson. It does remind me a little bit of Josh Allen in that aspect of he's putting so much time into the mental side of the game, and he's letting his playmakers make plays.
Right.
I do like that aspect of it. But as far as what they do, they're completely different. Josh Allen, huge arm. He's just different, man. He's 6'5". He's a little bit like Cade Mickler, if we're talking a little Kusa, as far as Josh Allen looks for contact.
That's
like in Cleveland, last week when Mickler had already scored his touchdown, he saw somebody 5 yards deep and ran and hit him as he was running the ball. That's kind of Josh Allen, and he's trying to get away from that now, that we don't need him getting hurt. So now he's learning to slide begrudgingly. Yeah. But he's taking care of himself. But I think Ty Simpson is hey, Jeff, you want to read the comment by Todd, Coach O'Brien?
Yeah, let me see if I can get to it real quick.
I think it was a very good comment.
Bernard is a good receiver and tough, not afraid to go across the middle like Williams. That's true. Williams is great talent, but lacks toughness. I agree with that. I mean, what is he, about a buck 55? I mean, he is I know they got him listed about a 170, 180. He is not that. But you're right, Todd. I agree 100% on that. Let's do this, Jerry. Let's move in real quick because Auburn's got one of the biggest games on the docket Saturday. So let's go through the Alabama-Missouri game real quick, set the stage a little bit about this game. Missouri is unbeaten, 5-0. Alabama heads up to Columbia, right? So this is their third straight SEC matchup. So Missouri's averaging about 45 points a game. How do you like Kirby Moore?
Love him.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And this is a top 15 matchup in Missouri, ranked number 14, I think
that's right. Yeah.
14, 15, around the area. So Bama's inside the top 10. I think they're up to 8 or 7 or 8. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think
but it's an early kick. That's the only thing that you worry about.
Right.
Going cross country all the way to Columbia, Missouri. Bama should be 3 to 10 point favorite in that range. I know it's a big spread. I haven't looked.
The quarterback play, the completion rate and the efficiency from, is it Perbula?
He's really good, man.
But yeah, he's a great quarterback. I mean, these guys, think about the Hardy kid. You're talking about a tough guy, a tough ground and pound guy. 730 yards rushing, 9 touchdowns, 9 touchdowns. I mean, this guy's a beast. Missouri's no joke, I don't think. I mean, are we past the day of Vandy, at least this year and last year, this year and the next year, of Vandy, Missouri being overlooked by people like Alabama's and Georgia's? Are those days gone?
Well, in the days of the college football playoff like we are now, you can't overlook anybody.
Right.
Anybody. But look, one loss, I don't think there's going to be a team that go through the SEC and not lose a game. I don't think there's – I'm trying to think. I think everyone's going to get a loss in every – no one's going undefeated, I don't think. I could be wrong. Right. I've been wrong most every day. Ask my wife. She'll tell you I'm wrong. But if you look at this Missouri team, they're very, very good at home. Those fans get into it. That crowd gets into it. I didn't really start paying a lot of attention to Missouri until Haley Troop went there to play basketball.
Right.
So, following her career is kind of how I got into it. But if you look what they did this year, here's the points, man. They will put points up.
Yes.
61 against Central Arkansas, 42 against Kansas. They played the Raging Cajuns. They put up 52. Then they got South Carolina. Okay, now this is your real game. You still put up 29, and you beat South Carolina. Then they put 42 on UMass. This is their first real game of the season. They beat South Carolina by 9, and we know that South Carolina is not the team that they expected to be.
Right.
Hey, you guys feel free to jump in the comments, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate your comments. Really help the algorithm and whatnot. So, but an early game, ABC, they're not scared. If you look at, give me a team you think Missouri is like in the SEC. Are they a little bit like?
Dude, the run game is strong, but they also they strike vertically, right? I mean, so a lot of play action. So, I mean,
but to have good play action, you have to be able to run the football.
There you go, and they do, and they can run, and they can run the football. So I think that's a problem, in my opinion, with Alabama. Yeah. Because they do play off play action a lot. They do have a great running game. So is Alabama going to be their secondary going to be able to be disciplined enough and stay in coverage, and then also the edge? You got your front seven there. Are they going to be able to shut down this run? I'm concerned about the matchup. I think Alabama wins, but I'm concerned about it.
Well, the pundits in Vegas, right, made this line. I'm just now looking at it. It's
3.5, is it?
It's down to 2.5. It opened at 5.5, down to 2.5. A lot of money being put out there. If you look at the comparables, right? Can we look at each position really quickly? As far as a matchup, Todd O'Brien. Hold on, we'll get to Auburn. He's here for Auburn, man. Love ready, Todd O'Brien. So, if you compare the quarterbacks, you look at Ty Simpson, who's passed for more yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions, and a higher completion percentage.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You look at Jam Miller. He's got 38 carries, 160 yards, 1 touchdown. But you look at Hardy. He is an absolute dog.
The stud, man. Yeah.
Man, 103 carries, 9 touchdowns. Not sure his yardage, but I'm sure
I think it's over 790 or something. 780.
730. Yeah, 730. This is a 5'10", 206 pounds. Dude's from Mississippi.
It's a freak. Yeah.
Let that tell you something.
Yeah.
So, but here's the key stat there. He's averaging over 7 yards a carry.
Yep.
If he keeps that up, it's in trouble. So right now I got 2 green marks in Alabama. I'm sorry, 1 green mark Bama, 1 green mark. Running back goes to Missouri as far as you're just comparing the two so far. You look at wide receivers, man, they got Coleman Jr. He's at 39 receptions, only 1 touchdown, but he is a go-get-the-football kind of guy. You look at the defensive line matchups, and you got Hill for Alabama. He's got, 2 sacks on the year, 1.5, 2 sacks, something like that. And Wilson's got 3.5. He's top 5 in the SEC from a defensive end position, getting sacks and overall tackles. I am a huge fan of Justin Jefferson. Yes, the wide receiver from Minnesota, but I'm talking about the linebacker from Alabama. This dude is an old school Alabama type linebacker. And you got Trotter. That's just a name for linebacker, right? Jeremiah Trotter. He is an absolute beast. And they lead their teams respectively in tackling. But the Alabama offense, you've had 1 breakout game, really, and that was against ULM. You expected to put, and you were upset because Florida State, we'll just say they won.
Sure. Okay.
But then, after that 73-0 game, you play Wisconsin, 38-14. You go to Georgia, and you know that Bama is Georgia's daddy, no question. You win a tough game, 24-21. Last week, very tight game early. Was it 14-14 at the half or 17-14 at the half? Very
17,
close.
Yeah.
And then Vandy, you get that one 30-14. So, God, it's a really good matchup. I just think Alabama has had tougher competition. You've played Florida State, you've played Georgia, you've played Vanderbilt. Missouri really only tested with South Carolina. They did get the 9-point victory. I just think that Bama is too much. You do go on the road. It's an 11 o'clock kickoff Alabama time, big noon Saturday game, ABC. You have to stop the running game. You have to stop the running game.
Absolutely.
And Hardy's leading the country in rushing, over 700, close to 734 yards. So you have to, if you can stop him and make the quarterback throw the football, you'll be fine. I think Alabama wins the football game, but I think it's I don't think they're going to blow Missouri out.
I don't either.
But I don't think Missouri it wouldn't surprise me to see a 38-24 kind of a game.
I got 28, Alabama 28, Missouri 24. I think if Missouri shows up running heavy and then they execute the play action, they're going to test Alabama. Sure. I know a lot of people don't think that, but I do. I really, really do.
I'm so high on Justin Jefferson, by the way. I'm sorry. Love your linebacker.
What real quick, because I love you breaking down these things. What adjustments do you see Alabama make against Missouri? What adjustments do they need to make?
Well, here's the thing. I think you have to, and I'm going to look at it from a defensive perspective. You have to play very, very physically up front. Hey, no, Daniel Hubbard comes in strong, man. He says that Tigers have not played anyone with a pulse other than South Carolina. I think we hit that. Bama give up big plays on the ground, so kind of worried about it. It's exactly what I'm about to talk about. Is they can't – Alabama, and it's not like Alabama teams in the past, they seem to be doing a lot of arm tackling.
Right.
You cannot arm tackle this dude. He will run through you. You will lose an arm. So you have to be aggressive up front, and I think you're going to see some run blitzes that you probably hadn't seen a whole lot this year. I think usually just the linebackers just filling the gaps and letting them make plays. But I think you're probably going to see some run blitzes. And once this dude gets to the second level, hang on. I mean, he can really. God, he's so big and strong. This is the best back, in my opinion, that you face this year.
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
agree.
better than the Georgia backs. So I think you have to play good, fundamental, strong defense. You have to tackle. You have to tackle. If you have missed tackles and they beat you and yaks, it could be it could be a lot tougher game than it could be.
All
Again,
right, my man.
I'm going 38-20, 38-24 Alabama.
Love it. All right, so let's move on to something that's not just a football game. It is freaking Auburn and Georgia.
Yeah,
This is
man.
the South's oldest rivalry. This
It
is a
is.
huge game, right?
You know,
Georgia owns this rivalry lately, by the way.
absolutely lately.
Yeah.
Overall, it's 65, 56, 8. So
Mm.
this is going to be the 130th matchup.
Yeah,
My
I think
mathing
so. And
don't be mathing.
I think it's Jordan Hare, right? Are they playing at home?
No, I think they're. I don't know. I should know that, right? I
think
wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for this show.
I think they are. I think they're playing at Jordan Hare. Oh
So,
goodness.
So that's a positive. Yeah, I think I think they're home this week and next week, right?
Yeah, I agree with that, Daniel Harper. We talked about that earlier. That Alabama's the front seven, the edges have got to contain. They cannot. Going back to the Alabama game, what'd you say, Jerry?
No, I think it's the 130th matchup in this rivalry. And when I'm going back and doing a little bit of research, Auburn has not beaten this Georgia team since 2017. November 11, 2017. Auburn was ranked number 10. They beat
Ouch.
number 1 Georgia, right? But then December 2nd, we had that rematch in 2017, and Georgia won that game 28-7. Georgia has won the next 8 times. In 2017, they beat number 2 Auburn 28-7. In 2018, a number 5 ranked Georgia beat number 24 Auburn 27-10. In 19, number 4 Georgia beat number 12 Auburn 21-14. In 2020, number 4 Georgia beat number 7 Auburn 27-6. And it gets worse. 2021, number 2 Georgia beat number 18 Auburn 34-10. 22, number 2 Georgia beat unranked Auburn 42-10. 23, number 1 Georgia beat non-ranked Auburn 27-20.
Yeah.
And last year, number 5 Georgia beat unranked Auburn 31-13. So lately, it's been a beatdown. Sorry, but I just had to get that.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to talk about this. These are things that Auburn fans are struggling with, right?
Okay.
Do agree or disagree, and tell me why Auburn this season has been hard to watch at times on offense.
Offensive line suck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So tell me why the quarterback play with Auburn has been so hesitant. He's not aggressive. What is that about?
Well, here's the thing, man, and I've had a conversation with somebody. I don't know who I had the conversation with, which is, it is what it is. There's one quarterback that's not throwing an interception.
Oh.
Who do you think that is?
Yeah.
It's not Scott Coley. Scott Coley threw one.
Scott be throwing chip interceptions.
But what's worse, forcing a football, being aggressive, and occasionally getting one intercepted, or opening up, spread the offense? And right now, Auburn if you're playing Auburn, you don't have to worry about him really throwing the football.
No, you
don't,
not.
because he's scared. He's playing scared. And, I think Arnold is very talented, super talented, but he has to loosen up.
What's the deal with the play calling? Why is it so yo-yo between being so conservative and being freaking desperate? What is what's going on?
You and I talked about this last week, and I don't think Hugh Freeze should be calling plays. Right. I really don't. You got co-offensive coordinators down there, very smart guys. They're putting in the game plans, but yet they're not calling the plays. I think a head coach at that level, hey, and you guys chime in and put your comments. I'd love to hear from some of you sports pundits and people who understand the position. Let your offensive play caller get into a groove, understand the offense, run the offense. But as a CEO, a head coach nowadays, I think Nick Saban proved, here's the blueprint. Here's what you do. You oversee everything. I am the CEO. I'm not trying to call plays. Doesn't mean, hey, in certain situations, hey, I want you to go for it. Or, hey, I think we should punt. Those are all your decisions, right? But let your offensive coordinator, be it, I can't remember the other guy's name. Derek Nix is down there, but there's another guy, too, that works with him who has called plays before. I think you have to be able to let him get in the groove. Right now, Auburn's playing scared. You have some absolute dogs at wide receiver. Get Cam Coleman the ball. Get Singleton the ball. You got Perry Thompson, who's really not getting much action. Get him the ball. Your passing game will allow your running backs to do what they need to do. And I'm very afraid that if Freeze does not give up this play calling duty, let an offensive coordinator do what he should be doing, I think Freeze could be gone.
This is a desperado win that they need. So, all right, let's talk about this one, or ask you this one, the defense. Yeah. And you wouldn't hear this a lot with Auburn here lately. They're playing winning ball, but they're staying on the field forever. How long can they keep that up without having injuries or something else plaguing them?
You can't, man. The defense, you got some dudes over there for sure. But let's take an analogy. Let's look at Coosa football, Jeff.
Right.
And I bring Coosa up because they don't have a lot of subs, right? They're playing 17, 18 kids at most, and they're always on the field and they're tired. What happens when you get tired? You make mistakes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a play off. I got to take a play off. Well, it's not working. Your defense, and who is, I guess Atkins, the linebacker, is probably the top defender. I would think for Auburn, better than the safeties being your leading tackler, I guess. But Crawford, he's leading the team in sacks, but they're on the field way too much, and they've only got 2 interceptions for the season, and Crawford has one of them, the defensive end. So you got to have some production on the back end, but a lot of times your back end is going to get production and takeaways and pass deflections because you're putting pressure on the quarterback. So Auburn has to do a better job putting pressure on the quarterback defensively, and that's going to make your secondary look even better.
Do you feel like this Auburn defense is more like the 2004 era Auburn team?
I think this Auburn defense is top 5 defense in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have playmakers, but again, they're on the field so much. You got to be again complementary football. Your offense has to help your defense. Your defense has to help your offense. Yeah. Right now, the Auburn offense is not doing crap.
So it's a 2:30 start on CBS. I think.
Okay.
I think that's right. Talk about Georgia being still some dogs. I mean, Carson Beck's is
not there anymore. He's in Miami.
Gone. I'm talking about he's gone. But he's talk about the quarterback play. You don't have Carson Beck anymore. He's down in Miami doing his thing. Mm-hmm. Well, what does Auburn have to do to contain this quarterback and this offensive front for Georgia?
Well, Gunnar Stockton is a dude. He's played in huge games from the college playoffs last year to all the games he's been into this year. The dude is a competitor. He does a good job of putting Georgia in good situations. Again, a 24-21 win, a 24-21 win against, loss against Alabama. They're not in that game without him. And a lot of time a quarterback doesn't get the credit they deserve when they check a play, right? Check into the right play. I'm going to check away from this passing play to this running play because I don't like the matchups on the outside. You're covered over the top. Let's run the football, get 3-4 positive yards. So I don't think quarterbacks get enough of that. But offensively, man, let's go back to – I'm going to go back to Auburn for a second offensively, and then we'll go wherever you want to. Arnold has 846 yards passing so far this year. And you got dudes over there. Your leading receiver's got good yards. I mean, Eric Singleton Jr., he's the transfer from Georgia Tech. He's going to be an NFL guy. Got to use him more in the slot, use the speed, but you got to get over the top. When you have Cam Coleman, you have Horatio Fields. Horatio was my daddy. I can't resist. Malcolm Simmons, and tight end. I mean, you got Frazier, who's only caught 7 balls this year. Well, what do we say in the booth, Jeff? The tight end is always open.
Always open.
Always open. Probably Perry Thompson is my question. I don't understand how Perry Thompson has 2 catches so far this year. You guys put it in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on, especially you, the big. How you? Yeah, you're right, Todd. Falk is a dude, but why has Perry Thompson only caught 2 balls for 11 yards? When you look at a very athletic, he's a tall, lanky, 6'3", 220-pound receiver. I don't know what's going on with that. Why he only has 2 balls, because he's got very few targets. So something's going on that I don't know about. I understand that he wasn't very well coached at Foley High School. He didn't know how to run a whole route tree. He just out athletic everyone. But still, he is an absolute dog. But you still got Singleton, Cam Coleman. And Cam Coleman could be one of the best players in the country.
No doubt.
Again, 6'3", 200 pounds, but different. You know, he's from Central Phoenix City. So Coach Nix, this dude knew how to run routes, knew how to be a wide receiver. Yeah. But it all starts with the quarterback not getting them the football. And when you look at Jackson Arnold, you got Deuce Knight behind him. He is a true freshman, man. The dude can probably the best athlete on the team, and it's not even close. But he got a little bit of mop up duty, 2 for 5, 20 yards, and he took a sack. Jackson's your guy, and he's running the ball very effectively. He's not he's not throwing the ball at all, so you don't have to worry about interceptions. But he only has 4 touchdown passes this year, something like that. I can't remember, something like that. God, he has to be the dude. Again, 6'1", 220. He was a 5-star coming out of Denton, Texas high school. What's better than Texas football? But his QBR is 70, so he's ranked 42nd in the country, 600 in the QBR category, which apparently doesn't equal wins if you look at a 3-2 Auburn here. So he's playing scared. He's playing to not turn the ball over instead of let's force this. So for them to be successful, I think Jeremiah Cobb has to have his best game of the year. And the dude's no joke, man. He's got he's almost 7 yards a carry. Jackson Arnold is still your leading rusher as far as carries, but that's a little deceptive because that also, a play breaks down. He runs to try to get away from the scramble because this dude's been sacked, Jeff, 20 times this year.
Yeah.
10 in one game.
Jeez, bro. Not good.
Not good.
So talk about tempo. Georgia is a tempo. They love controlling the tempo of the game.
Yes.
And Auburn's defense is on the field all the time. Auburn's got to flip that script, right? I mean, and they've got to find a way to control the tempo to not let Georgia have that, right? I mean, what happens if Georgia controls this tempo all game long?
Well, then it's going to be a long night to be an Auburn Tiger, or a day, is it? We're at a 2:30 kickoff?
Yeah, I think you're right. It's 2:30.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going to be trouble. Auburn's going to be fired up at home. There's no question about that. But can they even keep this one close?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, Auburn. I don't think so, man. I think it gets out of hand, and I think it gets out of hand before halftime.
Here's the thing, though. Someone knows something I don't know with the line on this game.
Right.
Why is it so close?
What is the line on it? Let me see if I can find it.
I think it's under a touchdown.
Really?
I know it's under a touchdown.
People are screaming the Dogs are going to win by 21.
I wouldn't.
So what do they know?
If I'm putting a score on this game, and I don't want my Auburn people to get mad at me. So
too bad, son. Too bad.
Rick Neal, I'm sorry. Suzanne West. There is nobody that loves Auburn the way Suzanne loves them.
Oh my gosh!
Right? You
No
understand?
question.
She cares. She's passionate. She dusts her diploma from Auburn every day. It's on the wall. It's pristine, right? She dusts
Yeah,
that thing off.
sure.
If I'm putting a score on this game, I
It's a
hope
night.
it is. It's under the lights. It's
It
under
is
the
under
lights.
the lights.
That's right. Maybe that's something. Auburn, it's a great atmosphere.
6:30. It's 6:30. Yeah,
it's a great atmosphere, but I could see this being a 30-18 kind of game. It's going to go one of two ways. It's going to be a 30-18 Georgia victory, or if it's a close game, I still think it's going to be like a 28-20 Georgia victory. I don't see Auburn winning the game.
I do not either.
Because of this. Not because they're not talented, not because their defense isn't good, is because I think the play calling is so predictable. Right. I think Georgia is all you have to do is make Jackson Arnold throw the ball. Make him throw the ball.
Does that happen?
Probably. I mean, Kirby knows what's going on, man. God, I don't know, man. It just come over me. I'm picking 28-20 Georgia.
Really?
I think Auburn's going to find a way to keep it close at night at Jordan-Hare. The eagle flying. It's going to be a tough game, and I hope I'm wrong. Hope. Look, Georgia's going to be mad because Alabama lost. Right? So they're going to take that. They're going to take that aggression out on Auburn. Does Auburn have the talent to beat Georgia? Absolutely. Is Hugh Freeze going to allow it to happen? There's nothing that Hugh Freeze has done the past 3 years that makes me feel confident that they're going to win this football game. He's micromanaging. Man. Let your offensive coordinators run the offense. Take your hand off of it. Hey, go get them. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to get fired? That's going to happen anyway if you don't change what's going on. So
that's right.
If he lets the offensive coordinators coach and call plays and do his things, at least you got a scapegoat. Hey, I'm going to change offensive coordinators. Yeah. That's like you, John. I'm going to fire my associate youth pastor, Jerry White.
Yeah.
Fire him.
Sure. That'd be the last person.
Yeah. Please.
You already said you quit 15 minutes before. That's what it was.
Dang.
All right, brother. Man, what a full show. 48 minutes. I can't believe 50-minute show.
Yeah. I just love talking ball, man.
I love it. I am fired up. We'll be right back here about 1 o'clock in studio with Coach Russ Probst from Coosa Christian High School.
301 victories.
Yeah, man. And looks like many more to come this season. The Coosa Conquerors are playing their brains out. So, all right, my man.
Big games in high school football. Y'all go watch that show from yesterday, the Etowah County show.
Yeah,
it was a good show. It was quick because you always tell when Jeff's got to leave because he was pushing through that.
My grandkids were on the way, man.